Welcome to the Prep Rally on Franchise Sports Media. I'm Joe Arrigo. It's Big Ant, and it's our playoff edition, bro.
Yeah, man, the season flew by. We was begging for football, got football. Football's coming to an end. A lot of people turned in their pads last week. A lot of kids turned their pads this week. Man, but they don't give up. Gotta keep fighting.
Man, it was great games last week. A lot of blowouts, one really close game, and then we had the ice ball. But let's start with the blowout. Okay. One of the best teams on the 4A. I think it's the best team.
You're going to start with the first three blowouts. That's what okay.
Start with the first three. Silverado over DO. Look, we chose this game because Silverado's undefeated, and we've been really high on them all year. Mm-hmm. And DO has a quarterback, and DO only had the one loss, albeit they gave up 70 points in that one loss. Look at this game and thought, okay, it could be somewhat competitive. Man, Silverado at halftime led 54-13. They were led by running back Caden Harris's 3 touchdowns, and my guy John, Big John, the corner, John A., I can't pronounce his last name, had a 108-yard interception return for a touchdown. The interception was cool, but the return was even better because he literally broke tackles, shook guys off, and then just outran the DO offense, the Diamondback offense, to the end zone. Led 54-13 at halftime. The thing about Silverado, Ant, is they missed 5 2-point conversions.
Okay. Got to get that right.
Well,
so what they run?
Points.
Swing gate?
No, man. They run a variety of offenses. They'll go spread.
No, I'm talking about for 2 extra point.
No, they lined up in the regular pistol offense and ran it. Yeah, there was no swinging gate. There was no trickeration, and they're literally trying to run off the right side. And for whatever reason, the right side of the line, who normally has been really good all year for them, just couldn't get their footing, and credit DO for that. But it was a hell of an ass whooping by the Silverado Skyhawks. So congratulations on getting the top seed at 4A. And what game was the next blowout that you want to talk about?
Oh man, well, before we get to the next game I was at, let's discuss the Bishop Gorman Gales versus Foothill Falcons.
Oh, now there was some drama that wasn't necessarily on the field.
We got a little extra going on at this game. We got some racist comments from Foothill fans. Rumor is one of the fans at Foothill actually spit on a Bishop Gorman player.
What?
Yeah, and then proceeded to call that player a racist comment. Unacceptable, man. And then the PA announcers with your little side racist stuff. Like, come on, man. This is high school football. Hey, can we all just get along, man? Like, there's no need for the extras and all that. I understand. Just a lot of people don't want to play Bishop Gorman. So I understand the frustration and everything, but just we're adults at the end of the day.
One of my biggest pet peeves is the PA announcers. Mm-hmm. You're not play-by-play. You're just supposed to give down and distance and what the play is. It's not, oh, he's off to the sideline for a touchdown. No, it's Big Ant, 55 yards touchdown run. TQ on for the extra point. Like, that's what it is. But this is their moment to be John Madden, and they don't sound like John Madden at all.
So yeah, we got to get better on that. But yeah, Bishop Gorman went out there, took care of business immediately. Possible rematch in the second round of playoffs.
And that time will probably be at Gorman, right?
Yep. Higher seed will get the playoffs. We'll have the home games, all the higher seeds.
So Gorman at the 5A level and Silverado at the 4A level will host all of their games. So
yeah, for the most part.
Man, but then there was another game that it was a blowout, and it's something that I got to credit Ant. Got to credit you. You said that it could be a running clock by halftime, and I'll be damned, you were 100% correct. It was DP taking on Liberty. Liberty went to the north side, and by halftime there was a running clock.
Yeah, man. Originally we said there's a big 3. It's no longer a big 3. It's a big 2. And everybody else, Liberty and Gorman's in a whole nother conversation, man. Liberty put it on him early, easy. Shout out to Jerry Bernard. Took care of business. Hey, man. Hey, you're a dog. Don't get me wrong. I never disrespect you. I just said Zach's that guy, but you that guy too. I seen this kid do it all. This kid's gonna be a problem. Bright future ahead. Liberty is gonna roll everybody until they run into Bishop Gorman, and then we gonna have a war.
So you called me. You called me during the game and was like, "Hey, they on your head about."
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, that was this guy. I didn't say Brown.
Jeremy, you're number 2. Zach, Bernard, and Brown. That's the 3. There is a big 3 receivers, and you guys are the big 3. What I like about Bernard is the fact that he's doing it all. He's playing safety. played some wildcat quarterback. He'll end up in the backfield, returning kicks and punts. I respect that. That right there shows what kind of dog and what kind of competitive nature he has. I respect the hell out of that. So it was cool to see that. And we got your highlight film when we caught you pointing on camera to us too when you ran by.
He let us know that, hey, I'm a dog. You better put some respect on my name.
He got it. He got the respect.
That kid's different. Hey, he's about to blow it up in the playoffs. It's about to be crazy.
I tell you what, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do and how they're gonna play. Same thing with Gorman, because it's just set up to be those two clashing.
All roads leads to Liberty Bishop Gorman
at Centennial High School.
No.
It'll be at Gorman, and then the winner of that goes to Centennial High School for the state title.
Yeah. It was higher seed. They both know one seed. So I predicted they'll go by points. That's how they did everything else. So I figure for a while, I guess they were both no one seed, so they just rotate every year. Want to play at the other house? I don't know.
Well, Gorman didn't give up a single point, so there's like a plus 300 point differential during the regular season. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
So let's get to the rest of the scores.
It doesn't matter. Morocco said let's do it anyway. We can do it.
I respect Coach for that. 100%. All the coaches they just want to get down.
One day when on my deathbed, I'm gonna say what all the coaches say to me on the sidelines.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, here we go. Here's the franchise sports media FSM Prep Rally top 10 scores from our top 10 teams last week. Bishop Gorman beat Foothill 59-0. We just talked about Liberty putting it on DP 49-7. Arborview beat Canyon Springs 35-7. Silverado beat DO 76-20. Green Valley beat Faith Lutheran 31-27. That was the best game of the night in the top 10. Coronado beat Sierra Vista 34-6. And Las Vegas beat Del Sol 42-0. So that rounds out the top 10 from last week. And before we get to the playoff matches this week, let's go ahead and give out our top 10 for this week. It already dropped on Monday, but let's go ahead and talk about it right now. Coming in at number 10, who do we have?
Shadow Ridge Mustangs.
And
Shadow Ridge started the season real high, but
they were top 5.
Yeah. So
they fell out. Then they got moved back up.
Yeah.
This week they slid back in, and they were complaining because there's other schools that were ahead of them, Clark, DO, that were in the poll from the week before, and they thought they should have been higher, and they went out there and proved it. So Shadow Ridge comes in at number 10. This is where it gets interesting now. Number 9, who did you put?
We got Desert Pine Jaguars. This was our third team. Possibly, I thought had a shot to win the state championship. It ain't over yet. It's not looking good. So we got Desert Pine Jaguars coming in number 9.
Number 8,
we got the Las Vegas Wildcats. Some would say that, they lost all their games to 5A teams. Besides that, they've been handling the business of the 4A.
Absolutely.
Wildcats could be a surprise.
With a freshman quarterback. Yeah. So that shows a lot. Number 7.
We got the Coronado Cougars. Man, Coronado's, I kind of want to give them this is like my wild card to win 4A state championship.
I would agree with that.
This is my wild card. Silverado going to have something to say about that. Las Vegas and Basic Wolves. They're not in the top 10 or nothing, but they're going to have something to say, I think.
Yeah, okay. That's the homer talking right there. Number 6.
Number 6, we got the Foothill Falcons coming in at number.
Yeah. I thought they're going to be lower. I thought Coronado was going to jump them after the ass whooping they received from Gorman.
Yeah. It's like when you lose to the big dogs, it's kind of like in boxing when you lose to Floyd. It was a teaching lesson. You just got tanked.
As much trash as they talk in the franchise IG page about
that's what they here for, baby.
I love it.
Yeah,
keep talking.
Hey, we'll see y'all this week.
For real, we'll be there. Number 5, we go top 5. Who do we have?
Green Valley Gators.
Hey, they're a sleeper team.
Yeah, Green Valley is right. They're right where they need to be. They're right. They're still dangerous. If they can get everything going, they're still a dangerous team. I'm still impressed by how they beat Ponds a couple of weeks ago, and they linebacker core hitters. And
they got the McKnight back. McKnight's that dude.
This will get fun.
Oh yeah. Number 4.
The Gorman of the 4A, Silverado Skyhawks.
Coach O is gonna be hot.
Shout out to Coach O. I think to get to state, you got to go through Silverado. And possibly Coronado will have to do that in the second round.
Second round, I believe that's who they play. Look, I could make the argument.
They both handle business.
Yeah, Silverado has a bye. So I would say that I think Silverado could be higher on the poll. I think them in the number 3 team, who is
Arborview Aggies.
I think that could be a really good game.
I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I mean, I thought about that. That could be a good game from what we've seen out of both teams. Yeah, that could be a good game.
I know. When TQ Trish and I were there, I was like, I told them, I said, hey, I talked up Silverado because that's the third time I've seen them. They haven't disappointed each time. And when we left there, it was like, yeah, they're the real deal. They're the real deal.
And the team that really blew me away Friday was the Liberty Patriots.
It was number 2 in our poll.
Yeah, they had a game plan and stuck to it and put the foot on the necks early. My man's was up 21-0, went for an onside, got it back, went up 28-0, went for another onside kick.
Woo.
Personal. They were coming out there and make a statement. Liberty is not playing. They're on a mission.
21-0 skunk rule.
Hey, yep. Hey, and Liberty made a statement, said don't ever compare us to them.
Ever.
Yeah.
And the number 1 team, once again, is Bishop
Gorman Gals.
What do you think about Gorman? Like, I mean, we've seen a lot of them this year.
The Gorman is real young in certain positions. They're gonna have to get more discipline. Gorman gets a lot of penalties, man. They got a lot of big plays, and then all of a sudden you hear whistles going, and it's a callback.
Yeah.
So Gorman got to get more discipline if you think you're gonna win a state championship and start your new streak or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, some people gonna have something to say about that. And people, man, when you play Gorman, it's man against man. Line up and let's go. They put their cleats on just like you do.
And they love that. That's what they want. And a lot of teams, that's why I credit Liberty, because they're the one team that you know for a fact will do it and not complain about it. All right, it's time to do the pick'ems this week. Okay. Let's start off. Let's go ahead and get the teams in 4A that have buys: Silverado, Las Vegas, Coronado, and Shadow Ridge. So they're off this week. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna figure out who they play. Okay, who we got? Number 3 seed in the Desert, Cimarron, versus number 3 seed in the Sunrise, Sierra Vista.
Okay, with that one, I'm gonna go 21. 13. I'm gonna go with Cimarron.
Ooh.
Yeah, this game this is a coin flip, as they would say. I could see Silverado getting this done, but I'm gonna go with Cimarron.
Okay, number 2 in the Desert Oasis versus number 4 in the Mountain, Durango. That's
another good game, man. But I'm about to go with the best quarterback on the field. So I'm going with Desert Oasis, 28-14.
Okay, Clark versus Spring Mountain.
I think my man's over there. Clark said get it done. I'm going 35-17.
Okay, and then number 2 in the Mountain, your Basic Wolves.
Come on, man.
Versus the number 4 in the Desert, Chaparral.
No, honestly, I just think Basic is just the better team here, and I think Basic gets it done. 38-21.
We knew he wasn't going to pick against Basic, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. Next week they got if they get it done, they play the scary Skyhawks.
Ooh, will you go to that game since it's across the street?
Hey man, don't tell people where I live.
I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go 5A right now. Let's start with Bishop Gorman, the number 1 overall seed in the Desert, versus the number 4 team in the Mountain, Faith Lutheran.
Yeah, it's the battle of the private schools and battle of Coach Sanford's back in town. So, but with that being said, I got Bishop Gorman 6-3. Nothing else. I have nothing else. I have nothing else to
say. What? Like I thought, look at you like what?
Yeah.
The question is is Faith Lutheran going to score?
Yeah.
Okay.
That really is. I mean, we've seen them play. I think they have played already.
Yeah. Green and Gorman.
We definitely seen them in scrimmage and did look good.
So let's go number 1 in the Mountain, Liberty versus Legacy, who's number 4 in the Desert.
Liberty versus Legacy. I'm going Liberty with a shutout, 49-0.
Okay, now both games that we're going to be at this week. Okay, the number 2 in the Mountain, Green Valley versus Foothill, who's number 3 in the Desert.
Great game. With that being said, I'm going with Joe McKnight, but actually Foothill has a great tailback too. I'm going 21-20 Green Valley, just because I've seen Green Valley more and actually played more games than Foothill.
In the final game, number 3 in the Mountain, Desert Pines, travels to Arborview, who's number 2 in the Desert, for a rematch.
Yeah. So with that, but I've seen Desert Pine actually go down since they lost to Arborview. With that being said, I got to go Arborview Aggies, 30-12.
Oh, and a blowout. Okay. Well, that's the prep rally this week. You know where we're going to be at, our Green Valley and Foothill, as well as Arborview and Desert Pines. It's happening tonight. So make sure you guys get out there, say what's up to us. For Big Ant, I'm Joe Arrigo. This is the prep rally. Talk to you next week.